I don't want to be stuck here for the rest of my life.
You say stuff you're not meant to say when you're grown up. People using drugs, drinking, fighting, the big thing in the town. Live in Hartlepool, coastal town in the northeast, and I live in an area called Bellevue, rough area I grew up in. A lot of my friends turn to drugs and drinking, antisocial behaviour because they've seen older generation around the area doing it and they think it's alright doing it. Kids who are doing really well in the grades move out the town so they can get bigger opportunities because they don't get them opportunities here.
I would like to get out of Hastings at some point if I want a fresh start with a fresh job. I would describe my upbringing as rough, but what child's upbringing isn't?
That photo there, the one with me holding you, 2 days later you got taken away. So that hurts. Because I didn't want that to happen.
Because she gave birth at such a young age, she had to give us to my dad. I've lived with my dad most of my life and it's been challenging. There's been rough parts, but he's still my dad. He still cares for me as much as he can, I guess.
I came over to look after you two
Play day with
while
Mum.
your dad went out to work.
Oh. He actually got out to work.
He did.
Surprised. I feel like it's an escape for me coming to this college because I have friends here. Everyone looks after each other. It's just a nice way to get away from your problems for a bit.
If you're from outside the area, you might think it's a bit rough, but I don't think it is. I don't know if that's because I've grown up here, but I don't know, it's busy. It's got all different kinds of people here, from drug dealers to old couples who never leave the house. You get really bad things that happen in the area that make people think, well, young people like that in Dyke House. Like there was a murder, I think it was a few years ago, and there were only 13 and 14-year-old girls, and they murdered a woman. They actually attended this youth club once or twice, which was eye-opening because you think, no, they wouldn't do that. I wasn't the best behaved. I was tutoring all the time. I had the police at my door trying to get me to school because I was just refusing to go. If I could go back now, I would in a flash, and I'd do it all different, but part of growing up, isn't it? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I just think it's part of growing up.
I was born and bred in Hastings. It gets a lot of stick, but I love it. Poverty is not our fault. You know, Hastings didn't choose to be in poverty. And there's so many amazing things here, and there's so many amazing people that actually really are giving a lot of their own energy and their own time to make this a better place. There is not a lot for young people, and yet we go into schools and we take them out of school and we give them the opportunity to speak their mind. If I wasn't born in Hastings, I wouldn't have found the Egg Tooth Project, something that I am so proud of.
Somebody came to us and said there's a mother having all her children christened on the same day, on Mothering Sunday. And we said, wow, that's really, really interesting. And then she said she's having all 8 of her children christened on Mother's Day. So, wow, that's a great story, straight out. When we first produced and had the idea about Hartlepool Life and that we wanted to do these positive things, we wanted to reflect the good positive things that were happening in the community. And there are many, really, there are not dozens, but hundreds of things happening in the community that enhance the life of the people who are here. And for us, that was important, and that's what we've done for a year, and we've made a real success of it. People have had almost 10 years of austerity now from government. People know they have to do things for themselves, and they've been doing it for quite a long time because they've had to. If the community don't pull together and do things, then people will get left by the wayside.
There's good parts of the town, like work we do. I run a group with Matthew and a couple of others, and we fundraise money for the youth club. The girls, like the other group members, wanted to buy stuff for the homeless and give it to the homeless, so they've spent a bit of money on buying coats, like stuff you can wash yourself with, toothpaste, blankets.
I'm doing my level 3 youth work training in Peterlee, so I have to get the bus to Peterlee and then I have to get it back. I've done 2 different courses at college. I've done plumbing and I've done painting and decorating, but then I thought, well, if I want to be a youth worker, I've got to do something related to that. So I've done a Children and Young People Workforce Development Level 2, which I gave in halfway, but then people here at the annex, they kept pushing me and saying, you need to, don't give in, just keep doing it. And it got me past it, so, and I'm now doing my level 3 youth work, which is hard, but I don't know, I suppose you get over it, don't you, and you get it done.
Just growing up, I guess not having as much money as everyone else did is kind of hard because you couldn't afford the things they could. You couldn't go on the school trips with them, and then you'd kind of feel left out like the outsider. My dad is fairly old, he is 68, and I would like to do more stuff like going out to maybe just the park or something, or like going out to eat or something, just something we didn't really do when I was growing up.
I'm thankful for her dad's taken her in, but I'm also disappointed because of the life she's had, and I know she's going to achieve so much more than I can.
I would definitely say it's made me a stronger person because I'm my own person. I don't get told what to do. Like, if I don't want to do something, no one's going to force me to do it because I am my own person. I have that strong willingness, if you will.